Hey guys, SuperHorrorBro Mike here, and I wasn't going to make a second video today, but we've had some pretty interesting news just drop for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. And what exactly is this news? Well, Funko, who are the sort of company responsible for a lot of the figurines and stuff and plushies made for Five Nights at Freddy's, have just released two very cool looking figurines for the new game Security Breach. And these are actually not leaks for a change, these are actually official pieces of merchandise authorized by Scott Cawthon himself, who's actually posted something on Reddit which I'll read to you guys, just kind of clearing up that these are legit releases. But what's interesting about these models, guys, is that they actually show us a little something about Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach that we just didn't know before, and also confirm some of our speculation. I'm going to start by just reading you guys the little blurb from Scott Cawthon on the Five Nights at Freddy's Reddit. Let's try this again. Hey everyone, I wanted to announce that there are some big reveals coming later today for Security Breach. I've been working with Funko on some new designs that I'm really excited about. Funko and I felt the need to try and win you over all over again and prove we could design great looking products, and I think the products they will reveal later today look really cool. It's only two products, but they still look really good in my opinion. The products will also give away some details about the gameplay mechanics of Security Breach, so be watching for it. And they do indeed, guys, show us something about Security Breach, so if we take a look at these models now in more detail. The first one we have is of Freddy and Gregory, so we actually get a good look at what Gregory, the little boy, will look like. Now, we heard his breathing, at least, in the trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. We could hear he was really scared and he was running from Vanny by the sound of it, but we didn't know what he looked like, and we can actually see he has quite long brown hair, he's got a little blue shirt on, and seems to have shorts on. But more interestingly, we can see that he is curled up inside of Glamrock Freddy. Obviously, Glamrock Freddy is the new Freddy animatronic in Security Breach, and we get to see his design very clearly here. I think he looks really cool, very colourful, very 80s Glamrock, obviously. We've seen him before, but it's nice to see him here in a little more detail. But what is interesting, as I say, we can see that we've got Vanny sort of reaching over to grab Gregory, and he's hiding inside of Glamrock Freddy. So this suggests, as we had theorised in our trailer analysis video for Security Breach, which I will link at the end of this video if you want to go back and take a look at that video. It was quite an in-depth analysis of the trailer, but it does seem like one of the stealth mechanics in this game while playing as Gregory, or perhaps we're playing as Glamrock Freddy, who knows, will be to hide Gregory inside of Glamrock Freddy and make sure that he is out of the way of Vanny when she's roaming around. Maybe we have to put Gregory back down on the floor if we are playing as Freddy, or have to climb out of Freddy if we're playing as Gregory to move around, and then once Vanny is near, we have to get back to Freddy and hide within him. It's almost kind of like, it reminds me a little bit of BioShock, where you have the big daddies and the little sisters, and the little sisters gather Adam just around the area of the big daddy, but if any danger comes knocking, they run right back to the big daddy for protection. And it seems like maybe FNAF is adopting that kind of gameplay loop and that kind of idea, you know, from BioShock maybe. But it's interesting because obviously in past games we've had times when we've hidden within animatronics. William Afton obviously had a sticky end himself hiding within a Springlock animatronic, and obviously we were put inside a animatronic in sister location as well, but this time we're actually hiding inside one on purpose to protect ourselves from Vanny. And we actually heard sort of Freddy reassuring Gregory in the original trailer, and I'll play you a little clip of that now so you got some context to what I'm talking about.
Gregory, be still. I think she's found us.
So you can actually see that Freddy and Gregory will be working together, and this really confirms it. They're hiding, Freddy looks worried, and Vanny is coming for Gregory. This is going to make for some really interesting gameplay, and I can't wait to see how Gregory's side of the story plays out. I do actually think this game is going to be split into two sections, one where we play as the security guard, and one where we play as like Gregory himself, and they're going to have different styles of gameplay. That brings us to the second model we have today, and that one is this, which is Vanny and Vanessa, it's called. Now, it's interesting that they call this one Vanny and Vanessa. And the reason that's interesting is because there are two people contained within this figurine. We have the security girl, who we saw in the teasers leading up to the trailer reveal, of course on Scott Cawthon's own website, and then we have Vanny, who obviously we've seen plenty of teasers for Vanny now. We know that the girl in the rabbit costume is Vanny, a disciple of Glitchtrap, but what isn't so clear, and what's got people talking online, and it has made me wonder as well, are they the same person? Vanny and Vanessa, obviously the names are very, very similar. Does this mean they are one and the same, and perhaps this is telling Vanny's origin story when she was a security guard called Vanessa, and maybe we play her origin story and then it transitions to when we're playing as Vanny and obviously tracking down Gregory, so there's two different timelines, two different types of gameplay. I'm not sure. However, I do think that it's more likely these are not one and the same. I think they have a similar name. Scott Cawthon always likes to do this. He always likes to trick us with similar names and, you know, similar places and similar timelines, but then he actually kind of throws a wrench in the works and says, oh, well, actually, this character just has a similar name, or this is just slightly like this, but it's not the same thing. You know, the Bite of 83, the Bite of 87, all that kind of stuff. There's lots of very similar people and events in the FNAF timeline that are similar, just to throw us off where the story's going. And I think this may be one of the cases. I think Vanessa and Vanny are two different people. We play as a security guard, I think, on the same timeline as Gregory's story. Gregory's trying to escape from Vanny, so we play as him trying to escape with Glamrock Freddy's help. Then we play as a security girl called Vanessa, who is also trying to stop Vanny. At the same time, she's having to hide from her. We can see she's hiding behind a plant here with her flashlight. Vanny's going shh, which seems to be kind of suggesting this is a stealth sort of gameplay mechanic. Obviously, Scott Cawthon did say that we will find gameplay mechanics within these images, and so I think this is suggesting stealth on the part of the security guard. But I think the security guard will also be avoiding the Glamrock animatronics, because I think Freddy will probably be attacking and getting the other animatronics to attack anybody that comes close to Gregory, and that will unfortunately include our character Vanessa, this security guard. So I think they're just similar names. I don't think they're the same character. I did initially maybe sort of think that when I first saw this image, but the more I think about it, the more I think, they've just got a similar name, I think, is what it's sort of hinting at here. And we will be playing as Vanessa, this security girl, and also as Gregory, or perhaps Freddy, helping Gregory throughout the game. And who knows, maybe Freddy actually has some like attack abilities, so he can like ward off Vanny if she gets too close, give her a punch maybe, I don't know. Perhaps we get some combat in there, but we know this is probably going to be like a free roam type game, perhaps with some other types of mini games thrown in there as well, like Help Wanted had, but not VR this time. So just an interesting kind of observation there to make. Probably two different gameplay types, two different characters we play as, but neither of them Vanny. Vanny will be the antagonist trying to get both of these characters. But to talk a little bit more just about the actual sort of Funko designs themselves, these figurines, I think they look really cool. They are available. I'll put the links below, guys, if you want to get them. I think they're only available for America at the moment, so people like me in Europe are probably out of luck at the moment, but I do expect them to come over here at some point. They look really cool. It says pre-order yours while supplies last, so there are shortages of these to order. If you want one, I would go and get one ASAP so that you've locked in that pre-order. I just wanted to make this video really because we haven't had a lot of FNAF Security Breach info since that trailer, like I think back in September now, and I'm really excited for this game, and I know you guys are as well, and we will play it as soon as it's out. We'll do a playthrough on the channel, we'll do theory videos, we'll do secret videos. It's going to be really good. I'm really looking forward to this game, but this is the only info we have at the moment, so I hope you've enjoyed this little video look at this today. And I didn't have a script for this video, I've just sort of talked into the mic, so hopefully it's okay for you. But if you did enjoy it nonetheless, remember to leave me a like down below, comment as well, and of course subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this one, and I will see you all on the next one.